Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis Media once again. Welcome back to another game review. Whew, oh boy. It has been years, and we thought this game would never reach the light of day in terms of delays and stuff like that. But, anyways, finally get to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. We finally got it now. Kingdom Hearts. I have a story with the first Kingdom Hearts game. It's not very big or anything, it's just that when I was little, my brother had a PS2 and he played Kingdom Hearts. I was watching him play it, and I was like, "Why are there Disney characters? Why? Who is this character? He's not from Disney. Neither is he, or him." I didn't know what was going on. All that I know is that there was a video game with characters that aren't from any Disney films that I knew of. So I just knew that you battled creatures and Disney villains, and you go through Disney World. I know Donald and Goofy are your allies, and I just knew about that. But then of course, as I got older, I started to know what basically Kingdom Hearts was. And I haven't played all the games. I haven't played the second game. I have played the first game by myself. I never really played it when I was younger. I just watched my brother play it. Although I did play it a little bit, I did not know what to do. I wasn't doing combat or anything like that. I haven't even beaten the first game because honestly it's pretty difficult. But anyways, with Kingdom Hearts 3, now I'm not going to know the entire story like in general. So I'm definitely, if I say something wrong about the story, then I do apologize. It's because I haven't played all the games, so yeah. But anyways, Kingdom Hearts 3 has finally arrived. Sora, it has grown throughout the years, although he is still played once again by Haley Joel Osment, which I did not know of until recently, actually. In fact, maybe as soon as the game came out, I was like, Haley Joel Osment? I mean, he played Sora throughout the entire franchise, and I've heard that he wants to play Sora again in future games. So anyways, Kingdom Hearts 3, of course you play as Sora once again, and you have to go and fight the Heartless. But it goes into a more deeper, more emotional journey throughout. You, but anyways, okay, so you go through various. There's new Disney worlds. There are a couple of old ones. You got. You start off with Olympus, and there's also a brief one with where you go to the 100 Acre Wood. Although that's probably my least favorite world because you're not in it very long. Spoilers, some mild spoilers, by the way. Also, you don't really fight enemies, which was kind of disappointing because it would be pretty dark in that kid-friendly universe. But no, there's just like puzzles, and you basically harvest flowers and stuff. But anyways, let's get on to the new worlds. We got the Toy Story world. We got Monsters Inc., Tangled, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph, and yeah, not as much as I was hoping for it to be, but all in all, they were totally worth the wait. My favorite world was probably the Toy Story world because it just gave me goosebumps. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually in the Toy Story world. I never thought that Square Enix would put Pixar in the Kingdom Hearts series. I mean, oh my god, it was just so refreshing to see that. Also, Remy from Ratatouille makes an appearance, although he doesn't talk. He's just referred to as Little Chef. He has a restaurant with Scrooge McDuck, and you can make meals. You find ingredients along your journey, so you can temporarily boost your skills up. I had some fun with the cooking, although my least favorite cooking segments were probably the ones where you had to crack the eggs. I was like, okay, I'm trying to be very careful. Oh man, I cracked the egg too hard. So basically, but the other ones, I started getting used to the controls, but every time I messed up a cooking segment, I can always just try again. Honestly, it just takes a few seconds to make, so hey, that's fair enough. So yeah, there's also Twilight Town and other non-Disney worlds that you explore. So basically, I've been talking for 5 minutes now, and what do I think of the game? I think it's a great game. I had a lot of fun with it, and Twitch is behind me. So I'm sorry about that, but anyways, Kingdom Hearts 3 looks absolutely outstanding. It is gorgeous, and Twitch stopped playing with the curtain. Everything in this game looks absolutely just spot on. It's so well detailed. It basically made me feel like I was playing a whole Disney movie, like a crossover movie that's super long. It just felt so cinematic and so real that I just couldn't believe my eyes. I mean, really. Especially in the Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean world. There was one part where I was like, oh my god, are those real people? But no, it was just... Sorry about that. My cat just kept trying to scratch the curtain some more. But anyways, let's get back to the game here. It looked very real. Just cartoon characters in a live action world. I wonder what that would have looked like in real life. Like if there was an actual movie. Like I wonder... It would probably be like one of those stupid live action animated movies. But nah, it might look better. But yeah, for the most part, in terms of combat, you there's not just one Keyblade. There's multiple Keyblades that you can get that have boosted up skills. They have their own different power. You get them after you beat all the worlds. You get a Toy Story key. You get so many keys throughout who have their own abilities. In fact, you get new abilities. You can do like combos with your allies. Like there's one with Sora and Donald. There's one with Goofy and Sora. There's one with basically. Oh yeah. Also, you get 5 allies in your world. You can go up to 5 allies, and it was so refreshing and so rewarding to have 5 players. 4 other players help me out on my journey. For the most part, the game wasn't very difficult. I thought I was going to die so many times. I put it on the lowest difficulty. I did not get a single game over screen except for once. Although the one time I got game over, I didn't even die. I just failed to do something right, and it wasn't during the cooking sections. Because basically that doesn't really count as game over. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't even die during the final boss. I mean, oh yeah, the boss battles. The boss battles are also really fun. Although during the last part, there were so many bosses that they felt pretty much the same. Unfortunately, I could say that probably the best one is the final boss, because probably the final bosses in games are probably the most memorable bosses. I don't know. It's a shame that not all the bosses are Disney villains, familiar Disney villains that we know of in other Disney films, but yeah. Also, when I was playing the game, it feels like that they're in the same universe. I mean, basically what I mean by that is that some of the worlds take place after the Disney world, and they basically have me wondering what if there were sequels to these movies, like Big Hero 6. I'm talking about Big Hero 6, Toy Story, and Monsters Inc. Like Monsters Inc. basically takes place like after nobody is using scares anymore. They're using laughter now, just like in the end of Monsters Inc. So that was actually really cool. Randall comes back, and that made a lot of sense why he was back. The story is kind of confusing. Like near the end of the game, it ended a bit bittersweet, but I had a bit of questions, which I'm definitely not going to spoil for people out there that are still playing the game. It's just that, you know, I was just kind of confused, like, what's going to happen in the next game? And I really hope there is another game, because I have a lot of questions. And after the end credits, there is a part that kind of ends on a cliffhanger, so I'm really hoping there's another game, but I have a feeling we're not going to get it for years to come, just like the third game. But for the most part, story, it was fine. Here's the thing though, there are some new voices, like the voice of Mickey, Mickey's voice sounds a little bit off. Like, at first I was like, okay, that doesn't really sound like Mickey, but during my playthrough, it didn't really bother me a whole lot. So it took me like almost 25 hours to beat the game. I'm pretty sure I didn't finish everything. Here's the thing though, when I was playing the game, I did not get to the Wreck-It Ralph world, unfortunately. I don't really know why, because that was actually when I was really looking forward to playing. I mean, I just know there was a Wreck-It Ralph world. I could have sworn, because I saw it in the trailer. I don't know, because I don't really know. Maybe I'm going to have to look online to see what I did wrong. It might have been because I didn't take pictures of all the lucky emblems. Like, also, you can take pictures in this. You take pictures of these lucky emblems to, I don't really know what they do, but they're hidden on the wall, and they're basically Mickey's face, or Mickey Mouse head, and you take pictures of them, and I don't really know what they do entirely, but all that I know is that they're worth something. What else about the game? I already mentioned how gorgeous it looked. I can say that the game has a great amount of heart to it. Like, when I see Sora with the familiar Disney faces that we all know of, it just felt so great to see that he's developing relationships with each of these Disney characters. I mean, that's something that I really enjoyed about the third game and the series in general. Like, not just with the Final Fantasy like characters, even though not all the characters are from Final Fantasy. I don't think any of them are. Anyways, I guess that's basically it. Overall, Kingdom Hearts 3, I could say, was definitely worth the wait. It took me, like I said, nearly 25 hours to beat. I'm glad that it didn't take me like hours because I was stuck on something. I bet if I had it on harder difficulty, I would have gotten beaten to a pulp easily, and it would have probably taken me like 60 hours to beat. But no. But for the most part, I can say it's pretty much worth it. I'm going to give Kingdom Hearts 3 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, I can definitely recommend it. If you're a true fan of the series, then you'll definitely want to pick this one up. I can say for the most part, fans are enjoying it. Critics definitely are too. Although there are definitely going to be some haters. But I think the best way to play Kingdom Hearts 3 is on the PlayStation 4, because I don't know, most RPGs just feels right to play JRPGs like this on the PS4. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a Switch release. There hasn't been any announcements yet, but even if they don't worry. We still have PlayStation. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh yeah, and I can still say Resident Evil 2 is still Game of the Year for me so far, but hey, we got 11 or 10 more months left this year, so there's got to be something to top it. I guess we'll see soon. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I have another video I want to make, and yes, it is a chat with Matt. I have a few things I want to talk about. A couple pretty big things, and yes, about the Super Bowl, I will mention that even though I didn't watch it, but I know the controversy behind it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Ward out.